Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You join us for this 10-over match between the Rajasthan Ravens and the Mumbai Triumph. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the irrepressible David Gower.
Thanks, others. We're almost ready to get underway. I've just been taking a look at conditions down in the middle. That decision is really putting a lot of trust in your bowlers doing a clinical job early on. The expectation is the pitch will have some movement as the day progresses, but will too many runs be scored before that?
Beaten on the drive.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Great shot through the gap.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Wait there. Yep.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Great shot. At least 1 on offer. 7 runs added there. The Indians are 7 for none. Sharma, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep.
Massive edge. Nicely fielded on the boundary. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Wow, that's missed a lot.
Oh yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Yes.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep.
Not taken. A boundary, but not a convincing one. Sharma has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Now that was beautifully struck with a perfect straight bat.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. Runs coming very easily.
Wait.
That's out.
Yeah!
Caught.
Oh, Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end. A couple on offer here.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Strong throw in from the outfield, right to the stumps. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches that to the boundary.
There's a chance if this hits.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Chance to run two.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close though.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game. Good batting. Get an opportunity to score and take it. Drives and misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Into the gap, nice shot. That's gone. Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
They'd look for a couple here.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
There'll be runs here. Caught. What a position to set there. A brilliant catch.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Edged it.
Rickleton was maybe a bit too eager. The ball wasn't really there to play that shot.
They'll get at least one. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
That was the kind of contact you dream of. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but boy, did that get hit. Just brilliant.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Hit that hard, nailed it.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Rickleton didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance of a run out in the first place.
Wait there.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Not needed. A poor line and length. Not much effort needed to hit that to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Good bit of timing there.
Extra width gives them a free swing at the ball. Gone a long way back.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yep.
A beauty, brilliant catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Sprayed that very wide. Hits the boundary rope. The keeper had no chance there.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Catch it.
Super shot.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two are quick enough to avoid the run out in the end.
End of the over, 20 runs coming from it. The Indians are 72 for 4. Going with pace now.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Picks the gap perfectly.
It was a very, very good shot, presenting a straight bat, simple execution and back past the bowler.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yes.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. Oh, that is a great catch.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Wait on it.
Really good shot there.
Yep.
Good return there, back from the deep. And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
Yes.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Catch it.
Gone! Excellent catch, close to the bat.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Got it well enough to get it away to the boundary. A poor delivery and a fine shot in the end.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Straight to the fielder.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Edge. Amazing delivery. Dives and takes a nice catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Well bowled.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
End of the over, 6 runs coming from it. The Indians are 91 for 7.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Good return back from the deep. Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot. Good running.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Comfortable single if they take it.
There was the single on offer. Surprised really that they didn't want it.
Super shot that.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needed to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
Well taken. Had a lot of work to do and held on to a great catch.
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Middle that one, great timing.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Oh my, that's racing away.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches it to the boundary.
Archer into the attack now from the north end. Misses everything.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Nice shot.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
Out. Caught.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out. And it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
Crashed away to the boundary. What a shot to start with.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff. A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yes. Quick onto that in the infield. There'll be 1 run here for them. Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. And that's the end of the innings. The Royals have been set a target of 120 runs.
Yep.
Great shot, at least 1 on offer.
Picked up a single, first ball of the innings. The Royals are now underway.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2. It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway.
Wait there.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Decisive running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. The Royals are 5 for none. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep. Keeper.
A couple on offer here.
Wait there.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yep.
Big edge.
Keeper.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Beaten on the drive. Big appeal. Bolt from the south end. Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap.
Yep.
Chance, huge nick, but no one to catch it.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yep.
Gone, it's a good catch.
That is a big wicket. You want to send key people back to the pavilion quickly. Excellent work.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Misjudged that and takes a hit on the body. Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
Off the body and they scamper through for a run.
Yeah.
They'll get at least 1.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Can't get that outside the ring field. An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it.
16 for 2.
Yep.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Wait there.
Good catch. Out.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Hetmeyer, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Keeper.
Hetmeyer gets off the mark.
Wait on.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Yep.
Chance to run 2.
Keeper.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Really good over. Takes a wicket, keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find the boundaries. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Massive edge.
Hetmeyer shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yep.
Good batting. Get an opportunity to score and take it.
Yep.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Quick to get onto that sweep. It was beautifully placed and beautifully struck for 4.
Hetmeyer has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Yep.
Pushed nicely into the covers. Might go all the way.
Yep.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
13 runs added there. The Royals are 39 for 3. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Wait. Bowler.
It was a nice-looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Yeah.
There'll be runs here.
Wait on.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
Good return, back from the deep. It was just a little bit wide, well picked up, and let the ball do all the work, really, to push it down towards third man.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Well bowled.
Just need to settle down. The timing is off. These deliveries are there to be hit, but it's a time for cool heads. Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Yeah.
Nicely played.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing, out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
A new bowler is coming into the attack. ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yeah.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
Good return, back from the deep. Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Yep.
Edged. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Fantastic catch.
Another one gone. The fourth wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen... some very good bowling.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
End of the over. 4 off it. The Royals are 52 for 4. Bowler is confident on this one. Tough call either way. Might be worth risking a review if they're right.
Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. How close is that? Could be the wicket. Going down leg, and that's not out. Nothing wrong with the impact. Would it hit the wickets, though? Going on to miss everything, and a valuable review is lost.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on. Great shot. At least one on offer. There'll be 1 run here for them.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yeah.
Beautifully played through the leg side off the back foot.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
The captain bringing in the field here, trying to prevent the strike rotating. A bit of a change up in the field now.
Yeah, yeah.
Gone, brilliant in the field.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
The right-handed batsman is coming in at number 7 for the Rajasthan Ravens.
Yep.
Trouble. Oh, gone.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
Sharma won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end. Edged, unplayable. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Driven off the front foot, fantastic cricket shot, probably expected more there.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2. Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Yep.
Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home.
A brilliant over that, the pressure put right back on the batters. The sort of over that could win the match. Santner with the ball in hand again. right out of the middle.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap, timed it nicely for 4 more.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? That's right out of the middle of the bat.
There was a bit of width on that, and they've climbed into the shot to send it up and over for 6.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Timed that brilliantly.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary. That's a fantastic win. Maybe a bit closer than they would have hoped, but a win's a win, and they rightfully celebrate.
This was a lot closer than...